You're a gamer, and I think you're wasting one of your greatest superpowers, because gamers make for incredible software developers. And in this video I'll tell you why and try to convince you why you should consider becoming one if you spend a lot of time playing video games. And it starts with a story back in 2016 when I used to play one of the most popular card games ever made, Hearthstone. I remember playing it for the first time and I was instantly hooked. I'd play every day, I'd build my own setups, and I'd watch a ton of YouTube videos about the game. And I'd play every day I came home from school, and eventually, after doing that for several months, I ended up climbing the ranks. Now, if you've never played it, when you play ranked in Hearthstone, the way it works is that you start at rank 20, and if you win a few games without losing too many games, you end up climbing the ranks. So you'd start at 20, then you'd go to 19, 18, and I did that, and I eventually reached rank 3 or 4, which is pretty high up in the top people in the whole world playing that game. And I was consistent, persistent, I was playing every day, but I never reached any higher than rank 4 or 5 until they released the game for the iPad. Now, back then I had an iPad in school, so now when the game was out for iPad, I was able to play the game at school on the breaks, and suddenly I had more time to play the game. And it didn't take many months until I became one of the best players in the world in that game. I hit the famous top 100, which is, after I was stuck at rank 4, so I went to rank 3, 2, 1, and then I'd get a number that says you're top 87 in the entire world at this game. I didn't realize it back then, but now when I'm an adult I realize how big of a feat that is and how impressive that was. But back then it was just me grinding out another game, and I was sharing this spot with some of the world champions of the game and the top Twitch streamers and such. But then eventually I got bored and stopped playing it and moved on to the next game, where I probably ended up doing something similar. But the story just goes to show of how incredibly persistent we are as gamers. And once we get into something, we end up going at it until we become one of the best at it. And that's one of the reasons why I think gamers make such incredible software developers. Because let's imagine, instead of playing the game all the time, I would have put all that effort and consistency into software development instead. I would have probably become one of the top 100 developers in the world. And it's not about hustle culture, it's not about not playing video games at all. I still enjoy video games, and you should too, but it's about recognizing the fact that if we enjoy games and we are good at games, we can easily become very good at software engineering too. And it's something you should consider if you play a lot of video games and you're good at it. And I want to tell you another story as well about the time when I was making my own Minecraft mods. And this was also around the same time, 2016, when I was 14. And so I used to play Minecraft, and I'd get a little bit bored of it, and I'd come up with features that I'd want in the game. But of course I didn't have any faith in the developers adding those features, so I thought, can I do this myself? And of course I could, because there was modding back then. So I got into Minecraft mods, I learned Java, and I made my own blocks in Minecraft, and I thought that was super cool. I even remember drawing the pixel graphic myself. Considering these two things I've done in my past, it's no wonder that I became an embedded software developer, which I am today, because I built all these skills, I built the persistence, and I got used to spending lots of hours in front of a screen back when I was playing video games so much. And so in this video I just want to pitch to you, if you're a gamer, that you'd probably be an incredible software developer and you should at least give it a try. And if you're interested in trying it out, then check out my free 7-day email challenge, which I've linked in the description. Every day you'll swap one gaming session for a small coding task, and by the end of the week you'll have built your own first game in Python. So check that out, link below. But you might think, oh, but AI is taking all the jobs and there's no point bothering now that AI will write all the code. And that's not true for two reasons. The first reason is that companies are still hiring developers. The place where I work is still hiring developers, despite AI massively increasing our productivity. And the second reason is that AI is not replacing developers as much as you think, or as much as the media makes you think. Rather, that developers who use AI are replacing those who don't. So don't be too worried about AI. It's just another tool in the toolbox. And people thought that the first high-level programming languages would replace a lot of developers because they didn't need to write code in assembly anymore, but that was never the case. So I think software development will stick around forever. So if you're a gamer, if you've hit, the top 100 in the world at some point, or if you've done something similar to me, like you've made your own mods to some game or modified it in some way, then do consider becoming a software developer. I think you'd be really good at it. And check out my free 7-day challenge link below for help on how to get started. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe for more videos about the gaming to coding transition. Bye bye.